the MACD crossover strategy. So basically, how the strategy works is you see a crossover, right? Let's say a green line crosses down below a red line right here. So this is the MACD, as you see right here. What happens is it's generally gonna win about 65% of the time. Okay, so it's not a very high success win rate because these are basically scalps essentially. So you're gonna be trading with the 5 second candlestick. You're gonna do 15 second trades, right? So these are very short-term trades. You're going to see quite a few losses, but in the kind of grand scheme of things, you're still going to profit in the long run, okay? So let me just walk you through a few trades here so I can show you my kind of thought process. So for this one right here, this is a very strong buy. Kind of throughout this. So this is a little bit more of a risky crossover. I see this crossover happening right here. As you see right here is kind of not really pressured to do downwards movements, really heavily at least. So I probably wouldn't get into this one. I would like to see other signals that it might go down. For example, um, here this one is a little bit iffy. I would say that since this one is above, it kind of just bounced above. It didn't really cross over necessarily. So you kind of just have to look out for these couple of small little things, right? So here, this would be a pretty decent one actually. If this went crossed down below this red line, that would be a pretty strong. That would be a pretty strong indicator that this would go down further. Because essentially, what the MACD crossover strategy is it's a momentum indicator, right? So you're going to be trading on the momentum that this is going down further and further, right? So right here, this is already going down, but I'm just betting that it will go down further and further. As you see right here, there's a amount to sell right here. And sometimes it's wrong, right? This one might lose right here, as you saw right there. Okay. And the good thing about this trading strategy is you can see it plenty and plenty of these MACD crossovers. Like it happens really every minute on most assets. Okay, so it's you can even pop up four charts, for example, and you can see the MACD on each of these, right? If you want to, you can just trade purely based on the MACD. So this involves kind of just like you don't even have to look at the graph. You just look at the MACD, right? So here's the MACD, here's the MACD, here's the MACD. And you can see which MACD crosses over. For example, here crossed over. This might be a decent buy right here. So Um, and you can just kind of see if you want like really no emotions into this, you can just do this. I see right here, this is probably going down right here. So this one might lose. Let's see. Okay, this one actually won. So as you see, as a pretty decent success rate, about a 65% success rate. That's why I like the strategy. It's just super simple. Um, Probably shouldn't expect to win these trades a lot, but one tool that can help you with the highest success rate is becoinnet. So just go over to becoinnet right here, and on becoinnet, you can get a lot of these forecasts. Okay, all you have to do is just register real quick. You can register with even a Google account. So all you have to do is register with Google account, okay? And after you do that, you can see a bunch of these forecasts. So you'll be able to see a lot of these forecasts. You'll be able to filter the forecasts, a lot of stuff like that. And on Becoin.net, Becoin also offers 50% off on your first deposit when you click this link right here. So all you gotta do is click this link. And you can decide to also enter this code if you want VLX094. Okay. So then when you do your first deposit, you can get 50% welcome bonus. Okay. And what I would recommend you to start out with is probably a demo account. So I would recommend you test this strategy out. Maybe test out a few other strategies you see on this channel. Okay. And look throughout other spaces as well. Try to find the best strategies that fit your kind of trading style. And on a demo account, see which one profits you the most and stick with that. Okay. And I would trip test out with maybe $5 or $10 just to start out, right? Minimum deposit that is $5. And then you'll get a small little bonus. If you want to deposit more, let's say $50, $100, you'll get a bigger welcome bonus, but you don't have to, right? So this is what I would recommend for you. Test this strategy out, test other strategies out as well, and happy trading.